Good morning, Tai Chi practitioners. How are you today? Oh, there's only 3 of us on, 4 of us. We're just going to give it a minute. Are you guys okay today? Those that are on. So, just wanted to reassure everybody about the classes moving on. Morning, Lawrence. That if we do resort to the Zoom classes, I want to reassure you that these are very safe. Very safe. I've used Zoom for, I don't know, a number of years, both on PC and Mac. I've never had any problems. Mostly it's very, 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 very stable. I can't stress that enough. It's a very stable platform, which is lovely. Because we don't have this effect, which we can get a lot on Messenger. Okay, so we're just going to wait a little second. I'm going to let the spaniel out. And I hope you've grabbed some water, although it's not going to be high intensity today. It's just going to be flow work. Hi, Liz. I am in the process of wrapping my head around setting everything up on my website. And trust me, I was up quite late last night trying to do it. Oh my goodness, I am not a web developer. But my job requires me to be. Okay, so grab yourself some water, make your space in your living room, and we shall start in just a second. Morning, Jane. Hi, Ron. I think you know how we're going in the park next week. So news on that. We'll probably be in the park next week, but then we have ordered a cover for our terrace. Our terrace is massive. It's, I think, bigger than the pagoda at the park. And so we've ordered a covering. So from there on, the outdoor classes will be in our patio under that covering. Okay, because we thought that would be the best solution because you're secluded and we thought that might make a difference for people. As it stands, next week I've got all the Tai Chi is booked up on the Monday. The Qigong is not booked on the Wednesday. What I was going to say is the 11 a.m. on the Wednesday, I could turn that into more Tai Chi if there was more takers for Tai Chi on the Wednesday. The Qigong is nowhere near full on the Wednesday at 10 a.m. So again, if you're interested, that would be okay. And then same for the week after. I know that we're not going to be back to normal for at least a couple of weeks. So you can attend those. And then we'll also have supplemental classes on Zoom on Thursdays and Fridays. Not next week. Next week, I'm taking those 2 days off at the end of the week. But I think I'll bring forward the Zoom classes the week after. Okay. Any questions on that or anything you guys are not clear on? I know it's always tricky to change systems and to change the timetable. I really apologize for that, but I really, really, really need to. I'm at a point where I really need to see you guys, and I think it would be good for you as well. So to be given just little tweaks here and there. Okay. Morning, Begonia. Okay. Going to release that spaniel who's going to start whinging in a second. And then we can get started with our warm-up. Okay, I don't know if you could hear that. He's helping me open the door. Morning, Isabel. Okay, so we're going to do our Tai Chi our Tai Chi warm. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. To the side, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, switch sides. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Loosen off the hips. And open out. Gather in, other side. Loosen off the hips. Open out. And turn. And diagonal stretch. And again. And stretch. And again. And stretch. And again. Stretch. And again. And stretch. And again. And stretch. And breathe in. Breathe out. 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 Turn, pull, push. Turn and push. Turn, push. Turn and push. Turn, push. Turn and push. Push. Turn, push. Turn, push. Push. Center and release. So let it all drop. Nice bouncy knees. And looking down. Stretch head to one side. Down and switch. Down and switch. Down, switch. Down and switch. Down, switch. Down to the center and bring the head up to balance point. Okay. Shake out a little bit. I'm going to turn on some more light. Let's see. Open that last blind. That's better. Okay. From here, we're just going to start small. So we're just stirring the mist. That's what it's called. It's called stirring the mist. So moving through emptiness. But not quite emptiness because there's mist there. even though right now it's not mist, it's chi mist. So you see how my hands have already changed from just drawing circles to doing that stirring motion. And just have a feel for the arms, because right now we're static. We don't have a stepping pattern, so we're moving the hips. Moving the body, left to right, right to left. So, this is not too dissimilar to the dragon we've been doing, okay? Except it's a little bit higher and higher on the body and less energetic, or so it seems anyway. I'm going to step, and then I'm going to switch from side to side. So I'm actually transferring weight. And this is teaching you to go to the 45-degree angle and back across. Transferring the weight with the core fairly open. And rooting yourself, so bending the knees a little bit so that you're properly rooted. And look at that, just like that, we've got like a shoulder split. And it always becomes like a silk reeling exercise, right? So I'm coming back to a more ward off movement. Here we go. Deflection to the back and side. This is your roll back, not ward off. This would be ward off. So legs still the same, arm movement slightly different. When you're doing ward off, let your hand come up there. Don't stop your hand here. I'm going to say something that I've said a million times before. Ward off is not this. Ward off is not this. I'm not warding anything off if I'm doing that, right? Ward off. I'm just going to try to do it one-handed so that you can see the movement of that hand. It's round, up, and away. If I want to connect, it's easier to do it with the connection and a slight split on the other side, like what we do in part in Wild Horseman. Okay, you managing that? Okay, back to roll back. Still static, we're going to be walking in a minute with these. The deflection is different to ward off. Now the push. So this is split. Split energy. Which I think in the Bhagavad is it the thunder? I think it's the thunder gate. I'll double check. I don't have my head in the Bhagavad right now. Sorry. But do the split. Okay. One up, one down. Some of you got a demo of that last week. When you're doing movements like strum the lute, this is the kind of energy that you're using. So if we go strum the lute, at the end, we've got a bit of split. A lot of practitioners who teach, so you may see that, I'm just warning you, don't actually have the splitting bit. They have totally forgotten about it, and they just come back and poise their hands. But we need that fluidity, that motion. So to the untrained eye, it may not look like a huge difference. This contains a split. This, not so much. My hips are not moving, I'm just coming back. Yeah. And I'm moving my arms into position, so it's more of a guard than split. Now, how do I know it's a split? Because in the applications, you are looking to split your partner's energy on their arm so that you can collapse them and then push them away. Okay, this is the crux of it. It's a shame I don't have Lewis with me. Okay, so that's the gist of it. So if you see strum the lute like this, okay, fine, but just know that it's not, how I was taught, and it's not correct in our school. Okay, I'm going to be very careful with my politics here. In our school, it's back, split, and ready to step or sweep. Okay, at the bottom. Try that with me. Get into brush knee. Half step. Come back. When I say come back, bring the weight back, turn the hip. And then sit, foot comes up, split. Okay? I'll show you from the profile, from the brush knee. Look, waist, hips turn, and then the split. So if I don't have that turn of the hips, this is empty. I may do this with my hands, but if my hips don't turn, this is empty, devoid of splitting energy. This is just hands getting into a guard position. Okay? Welcome to the politics of Tai Chi. Okay, so we're going to do brush knee, strum the lute, brush knee, strum the lute, brush knee, strum the lute. Let's have a look. Brush knee, strum the lute, brush knee, strum the lute, brush knee, strum the lute, brush knee, Strangulate. So it's just to encourage your hips to loosen off. And we're going to come back with a roll back motion. And then come forward. Brush knee, strong the glute. 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 We're going to come back, roll back, roll back. Both hands pulling for the roll back. And let's go forward and brush knee, brush knee, brush knee, brush knee. Just to equalize a little bit on your for your poor left leg, right leg, sorry. Roll back, roll back, roll back, roll back, ward off, ward off, ward off, ward off, ward off, ward off, roll back, roll back, roll back, roll back, ward off, ward off, ward off. Yeah, I'm getting it right today. I'm not mixing my words. Roll back, roll back, roll back, roll back, roll back. Okay. Split, split, split. Inner hand goes up, outer hand goes down. And roll back. Both hands working together. Split. Roll back. Back. Roll back. Roll back. Roll back. And split. 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 So don't forget to turn the hips, okay? I might be a little bit economical in my hip turning, but it is there. Roll back. Turn the hips. Turn the hips. Split. 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 And again. Now we're going to split this way. And I think John called it a new version of repulse monkey. Step back to World of Monkeys. Okay, coming forward, splitting. Split back. Split should be felt quite readily in the body, okay? And whereas when you're rolling back or warding off, you are elongating the movement. When there's the split, even there, your movement in the hip is not going to go as far because of that split. So it has to stay more centered than this. Although this could be construed as a split, but if I'm just doing that with both hands, just a normal ward off, you know, this is more flowing in the hips, will not feel that resistance, if that makes sense. Okay, so coming back, split, 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 and coming forward, brush knee, brush knee. So doing those circles, working those circles, and we're going to carry on working the circles, coming back. And remember, the timing is slightly different. Forward, so same movement of the arm, but different timing. And again, forward. So just flowing nicely, letting the hips turn, and coming back. And forward. And forward. And back. Forward. I'm just going to walk towards each other. And from here, I'd like you to ward off. Roll back, press, back, push. Come back, ward off. Roll back, press, back, push, ward off. So I better give myself more space. So on your normal side, you're just going to feel fine. And then you're going to work it on the other side. And I know your body's going to want to go places, different places. Okay, come back with a split, move this apart. And ward off, roll back, press, back, push, and scoop, ward off, back, press, back, push. So hopefully when you're doing this, you're noticing that the hands in the ward off and the roll back are working together. Feeling better? Coming back. Just do maybe a roll back. And then back to your ward off. Roll back, press, sit back, push. Ward off, roll back, press, back, push. Again. Back, press, back, push. So, now one more. We're actually going to come back, rolling back. And we're going to do it again because we're just getting into a good flow. So you can observe your movement. Not just the hands, but the whole body. Because you've now got the gist of it, and your body has been happily doing this for a couple of minutes. You now start to actually relax into it and elongate the movement. Come back with a roll back. And go again. So elongating the movement. Getting the breath in there. Noticing the play of the hands. Final one. I mean, like for this repeat. And then come back, roll back, roll back, roll back, roll back. And again. I nearly just walked into the next brush knee. If you feel it in your shoulders, just relax the shoulders. And really working that breath. Okay. Relax and shake out. Drink some water and let me know how you got on with this. Hopefully you got on really well with it. The movements are known to you on one side, so we are adding difficulty by adding the second side. You're now having to work the side that is not so comfortable. And this is good because it teaches you how you learn and shows you how you learn. So you're going from your known side to your unknown side. But of course, the unknown side might actually nail the movement better because you've got an understanding of what you're doing now. And so the hands may not float away in different directions and that sort of thing in the same way that they might have acquired on the other side because you learned it when you didn't know anything about Tai Chi, right? If that makes any sense. Okay, so just when you're doing this movement, remember, just because we do it like, I don't know, somewhere between 12 and 16 times in the set, I can't remember exactly how many times, doesn't mean that we should just gloss over it, because this little sequence contains a lot of what the Tai Chi is about, okay? It certainly contains the 4 main directions of the ward off, roll back, press, and push. 4 main directions right there. And if you combo that with the ward off left, which is not just a ward off, but a shoulder press, okay, just before it. Also, when you're doing this movement, try to relax into it. So I know that when you're beginners, I've taught you to come here and then turn hands and then press. So now, you know, just ward off for real. Roll back, press. You want to do a real movement because you're feeling it inside of your body and you're managing to stay rooted all the way through. Thank you, Ron. Ron's liking it. Okay. You're the only one who's liking it, Ron. Okay, so okay, let's do the first third just by itself first. Feet together and bow. Clean opening to the side. And just sink your chi. Point of stillness, so you're just breathing into that point of stillness. And whilst you do that, I'm going to read the comments that just came in. Getting there, much more smoother. Good, good. Chris is working. That's great, Liz. Super. Okay, so you're sunk, sinking, and you're going to be feeling all those pulling, pushing, all of those rotations through the body. You're going to focus on that in the first third, okay? And open Tai Chi. Roll back. Press. Sit back. Push. Single foot. White crane spreads wings. half step, strong glute, brush knee, twist step, strong glute, twist, strong glute. Oh, yeah, that was a brush knee. This is strong glute, sorry. Okay, brush knee, deflect, step, parry, punch. Up here to close entrance. So we're going to do that again with the right wording this time. Apologize for that. I hope you weren't trying to do loads of strong glutes. Okay, so we're going to do that again. Get a feel for, same thing, plus all the changes in direction and the transfer of weight. Okay? So back here, feet together, bar, open, sink, and open Tai Chi. Okay, one more, roll back, press, back, and push, turn, single foot, turn the foot, step up, raise hands, white crane, brush knee, half step, strong glute, brush knee, twist step, brush knee, twist step, brush knee, half step, strong glute, brush knee. I'm going to step back, deflect, step, parry, punch. Appear to close entrance. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. Yes, it is, Begonia, very enjoyable. It really is, because you're starting to feel everything and working that first set of movements. Because you know them really well, it's really easier to get a feeling for the different energies, you know, split and shoulder and ward off, roll back, all of this when you're doing it, because you're so familiar with the movements. So to that effect, we're going to do that set of movements again one more time, and I'll see how I feel at the end of those 17, and we might carry on, okay? Just focus on the 17 though. I just find that if I say we're going to do the whole thing, people get into their own way of doing the set and totally forget about the stuff that we've just worked. So if I just say we're going to do those 17s and then we'll see there might be extensions on that, then you really have to pay attention to those 17s. And I ask you humbly to pay attention to those 17, because you're going to get the most out of your practice out of those 17, okay? That's just the way it is, because you know them so much better than the rest of the set, yeah? The rest is going to be sheer practice of the movements, okay? Whereas with these movements, these first 17, you can really get it inside of them, okay? And that's the whole point of doing Tai Chi is that we want to get inside of the movements. But of course, we need to practice the other movements so that they become as familiar and we can get into them, okay? Right, enough talk. Let's go. So again, feet together in bow. And open. Nice. Bend knees. And open. Forward of left. Right. Roll back. Press. Sit back. And push. Turn. Single quick. White crane. Brush knee. Half step. Strongly glute. Brush knee. Twist step. Brush knee. Twist step. Brush knee. Half step. Strong glute. Brush knee. Step back. Deflect. Step. Parry and punch. Up here to close entrance. And carry tiger to mountain. So try to maintain your full engagement on the moves. I'm going to slow down a little bit. Press. Back. Push. And fist under elbow. Step back to World of Monkeys. Three, 4, and 5. Scoop. Open right foot. Fly at the slant. Step up. Raise hands. White crane. Brush knee. Needle to the sea bottom. Fan through the back. Turn. Hammer with fist. Deflect. Parry. Punch. Open foot for your ward off, and then roll back. Press. Back. Push. And wave hands like flags. So turn, make sure your arms are feeling natural. Scoop. Single whip. High packed on horse. Open. Step left. Toe kick. Step step right, toe kick, turn on your heel, heel kick, brush knee, twist step, brush knee, make fist, punch low, turn, hammer with the fist, deflect, harry, punch, and open, kick, cat step, strike tiger, left, turn, strike tiger, right, come back, kick, turn to front, strike both sides, kick, turn, kick, deflect, harry, punch, up here to close entrance, and carry tiger back to mountain, and off center single whip, parting world horseman. Okay, this is step 5, so ward off left, ward off right, roll back, press, sit back, push, single whip. Fair lady works with shuttles, corner 1 and 2 and 3, turn to corner 4 and hard off, left and right, roll back, press, sit back, push, single whip, wave hands like clouds, and single whip, descending, snake creeps low through the grass, golden pheasant on one leg and on the other leg. Step back to Ward of Monkeys, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and scoop, open, flight slant, step up, raise hands, white crane spreads wings, brush knee, needle to sea bottom, fan through the back, white snake turns, open hand, Dart-sided tongue. Deflect. Parry punch. Open left foot. Ward off. Roll back. Press. Sit back. Push. And single whip. Wave hands like clouds. And single whip. Final flurry, high pat on horse. Penetrating palm. Turn cross kick. Punch downwards. Open left foot. Ward off. Roll back. Press. Sit back, push. Single whip descending, 2 snakes. Step up to 7 stars. Retreat, right tiger. Sweep over lotus and kick. Bend the bow, shoot tiger. Deflect. Parry punch. Appear to close entrance. Okay. Relax. And hands on dantian. Sink your chi. Bend knees. Breathe, relax, and sink. Keep breathing. Listen to your body. Just let go of the hands. Relax. Tune in. Okay, and we're going to go into our cool down. So, Qi to dantian. And kidneys. And then tap or brush. Over the head. Go again. Over the head. Oh, I think one more. I don't want to cheat you out of one more round. kidneys. And just integrate into the microcosmic orbit, breathing in and out. Breathing in, breathing out. And again. Okay. Closing. Thank you. All right, how did that go? How long did you manage to keep the attention and the focus and the full movements going? Hopefully the whole set. So good. It feels very good once we're done. So I'm going to reiterate that if some of you want to be participating in Tai Chi in the park next week, please just text me. I will put on an extra class. I've only got 2 or 3 takers, I think, for the Qigong. So there's a couple of places left, 1 anyway. But if you want, I can open another Tai Chi class at 11 o'clock on Wednesday next week. I just need your feedback because I'm like fumbling in the dark. Don't know what I'm doing. So Jane says she kept it going up to about the middle of the set. That's very good going. Well done, Jane. Yeah. And Lauren says that felt great. To me, it was smoother and more together. Good. Okay. Very good. Isabel, full set feels good. It does. It does. I love the full set. And the good news is that on the patio, we can do a full set very easily because we have 12 meters plus of patio. So with a small group of 5 or 6, we can easily do a full set, which is why I was keen to be doing it up here. Thank you, Jane. Thank you very much. Okay, tomorrow we'll be doing 12 rivers and between heaven and earth. We'll be combining the 2 again. And we had great fun last week with that. And I intend to have great fun again tomorrow. So, and then we'll have our final YouTube session on Friday for Tai Chi. And after that, it's all going to be either in person or on Zoom. Okay, so if you're interested and you want to know about these things, get in touch. I think it's easier that way. That's great. Thank you, Ron. Yes, you enjoyed that full set. That's brilliant. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go just now. And it's a beautiful day. I hope it holds because we've got some sword practice this afternoon on the patio. So it would be good if it holds. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow for Qigong or on Friday for Tai Chi. Okay? Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.